Hello, the Pokemon Fan1993 here, back from our Pokemon Showdown Random Battles. Before I go further into the video, I'd like to announce that my Pokemon Snap playthrough is canceled because, well, to be honest with you, if I'm being completely straight, is I didn't find it that enjoyable. I grabbed it probably because for 90s nostalgia when I played it on the N64, but I don't know if it's I'd like it more if I played it in my leisure time, but me doing a half hour of it, it just doesn't seem to do much. Plus, the game's like really grindy, which I mean, a lot of people want to see me run the same course over and over and over again. So that's canceled. I will find something next weekend to take its place, but for now, I'm going to leave the slot to end to Pokemon Showdown. Now, what else was I gonna say? Something else. Oh yeah, I'd like to apologize for not uploading both Friday and no Saturday and Sunday because Saturday I had my friend came over and it's very hard to stream or do videos with him here, so it was kind of hard to do anything. And then Sunday he had to leave like quite early, like I think it was 3 or 2 or 3 o'clock at my time, and someone invited me to go to the beach. I was like, all right, well I'm not gonna pass that opportunity up. So that's all that's gonna be up to this channel. I'm gonna leave the link in the description description below that tells that the Pokemon Snap playthrough is canceled. And with that, let's get on with this. So first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna play the first thing. Now, pay attention to the chat here because it kind of throws me off saying it near the end. But anyway, this is my red randomized team. If you ever watched my playthrough of it, Freeze Dry, Auto Kill, Pelipper, Togepex, Freeze Dry, Knockoff that knocks off my leftovers. I go for another Freeze Dry. Goes for Weavile. Now, Articuno is built for defense, so I wasn't too worried about anything here. Goes Triple Axle that does 11 damage, and then does almost all my damage. And then I took a risk with Hurricane because it's inaccurate, and I managed to hit him. Switch back to Togepex. I go for Roost. Landed. Knock off. Switch to Heatran. Finally. I'm surprised it took that long. And I'm like, okay, so I gotta do something about this. So I swap to Dragonite. He goes for a Magma Storm, which misses. Gets his left HP back. I go for Dragon Dance. And then he goes for Toxic. I was like, alright, well, common stuff for like almost every single one that have Toxic. I go for Earthquake. Dealt 4 times the damage. Knocked out. Hurt by Poison. Just to bet the Pokedex, I go for Earthquake. He goes for Knockoff. Knocks off my Heavy Duty Boots, which protect me from Stage Adverse. I go for an Earthquake. And I'm like, okay, so why didn't he stop that? Because he just help me out. And I set up here, so no BB. He's like, BB. And I said Baneful Bunker. And he said, no, this is a random team. Random generated. So beyond me, why he wanted, I don't know if it's a kind of thing he does. Maybe he has a YouTube channel too. But it seemed kind of stupid. Like if you wanted to do random teams, I thought it'd be a lot smarter to go through the random battle category because here people can set their teams wherever they want. Therefore, if he gets a random generated team and someone gets their best, like the best team in the game, then he's done. I mean, my team isn't very great either, but that might be the reason why I got so far into it. But still, so for those who know, Baneful Bunker basically is like Protect. And Dragonite was hurting from Toxic, so it would make more sense for him to go to Baneful Bunker and try to stall until the Toxic killed Dragonite. Back to the battle. Okay, so I get double whammied there. I switched to Blue Ups. I thought I could survive one Earthquake, and I couldn't. So, I swapped Articuno again. Now this is where things could have ended in a quick stalemate because I go for Freeze Dry, goes for Toxic. I was like, alright. So I go for Freeze Dry. Again. I need to start spamming Slack Off. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to win this one because he's a storm HP that I can deal damage. So I was trying to think what to do. I guess I'll just try to spam Freeze Dry until Articuno dies. Articuno being poisoned like that is very much no use at this point. Especially since I know what the last 2 Pokemon are. Hurricane. I was kind of hoping to confuse him right there. That didn't work. He's back to full HP. Alright, so I gotta think of something. So I switched to Tauros. It's like, okay, so I'll go for Body Slam. A Life Orb, Sheer Force that does more damage. I did 46% damage with. Okay, so he's basically restoring just slightly more HP that I can deal damage. But the problem with that is I'm faster, which means me just spamming Body Slam and him spamming Slack Off means that he's eventually going to get paralyzed and there's nothing he can do about this. So he goes for an Earthquake and he gets a crit on me. All right, and I put on I think I said Wild with a crit, and then I go for Ice Beam. I was like, okay, Tapu Fini. I did something kind of interesting here. I'm gonna pause it for a sec. He goes for Trick. he gives me he swaps the choice card with the life orb. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Tapu Fini's speed is 295, and mine is anywhere from 157 to 295, which means they're both maxed out to be the same speed. So I'm guessing he thought maybe I wasn't gonna do as much damage as I did. But basically, what Choice Scarf does now is because I was slower, he gives me the Choice Scarf, and yeah, I lose the bonus from the thing, but I say GG because now I'm faster, regardless. It was a Choice Scarf he swapped. So if you guys didn't notice, I changed my name from the Pokemon Fan1993 / YouTube just to show you guys that it's actually me playing and not somebody else. Because I've heard about people doing that before, where they pass off videos as their own and they just kind of use everyone's name. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Let's get on to next battle. This guy, I'm going to show you like mid-match. I'm going to pause it and show you mid-match to see what he's actually doing. So I was thinking what I could do here. Goes for Primitive Dance. Like, all right, I got to knock it out quick because I knew he was going to go for it. So I go for the Wing D. Double hit, knocked out the rest of his health. What's the Dragon Pole? I figured this was going to happen. He goes for Draco Meteor. I should have gone for a D dance here, but I didn't. I got once to a Wing D because I thought he knocked me out in one shot regardless. Draco Meteor. And then I swap to, I think it's, yeah, Arcanine, and he immediately switches because that's the common thing with Dragon Pole is the Draco Meteor choice specs, then when they're done they swap into something else. So I'm gonna pause this for you guys. This is where things get really weird. So I go for Freeze Dry. I'm like, okay. I go for Hurricane that time. Knock off. He almost knocked all parts of my health. Like, okay, he loses some HP because of Life Orb he has. Now this is where things get interesting. I go for Roost. Goes for Knock Off again. All right, so I go for another Roost. One Sucker Punch. Roost. Two Sucker Punch. Roost. Three Sucker Punch. Roost. Or Substitute. And a fourth one. It took them 4 tries to figure out that I was not going to attack. Even though I'm obviously going to go for a defensive set in spam Roost until I was full HP, he didn't seem to get his head around that. And then after 4 turns, he decided to try something else, which didn't work. He goes for Knockoff again, which knocks off my Substitute, damages him, and I go for a Freeze Dry. I was going to say something here like, wow, you really tried that 4 times in a row and didn't work. He goes for Fire Blast, it misses. I was like, alright, so I go for Freeze Dry. That's why I also don't like Blizzard, Fire Blast, what's the other one? Blizzard, Fire Blast. I don't like those two because their accuracy is only 8%, which means if you hit a crucial point in the match, you try one of that, there's a 20% chance you're gonna fail at that. So goes for Close Combat, alright. So if it was the other Urshifu, I would have lost right there, but Freeze Dry. And I'm trying to think what he could do here, and I give him a suggestion. I was like, you need to rework your team. You got too many Pokemon weak to ice. He didn't say anything. I got frozen, but thought out on the same turn. Goes for T-Punch, and I managed to survive 1 HP. But I can knock him out here, but I forgot he knows what that most brutal move that thing had for Icy Glide, which allows him to go first because of priority. Swap to the No King. He goes for a Glassy Glide here, but doesn't knock me out. I go for an Ice Beam. Now this is the one that gave me kind of a bit of trouble because I screwed up here, fighting this Landorus. Goes for Earthquake, goes alright, Nido King's dead. Fair enough. Switch to Tauros, I'm like, okay, so I go for Body Slam, about 50% of his health. Earthquake, he only hurts me for a little bit. And then I was stupid and I forgot he was flying, so I actually go for a close combat here, and I should have not done that. You're going to see me say in the chat, I'm like, whoops, that was not supposed to happen. Goes for U-turn. Go for another Body Slam. He knocks out Tauros because of that. But I'm fine because I swapped to my Fluid Offset knows Aqua Jet. So GG. Forgot about Flying type. Oh well, GG. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. You want to see a little more, subscribe. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.